Welcome to today's video. Remember to like and subscribe to keep up with all the new content. Do you have any thoughts on Christianity, the Bible, Jesus, abusive parents, or toxic relationships? Hit me up and let's jump into today's video. We should never mistreat a widow or an orphan. We should always help the poor, but only if we can afford it. If we can't afford to help the poor and care for ourselves, our household should come first. We should care about those who are not saved, but not condone their actions, so we should always call out sin. But we should do so respectfully and never take advantage of them in business. We shouldn't marry them, but lending them money with interest is okay. Always show respect to your parents and don't ever be violent towards them. But remember, taking care of yourself and your family should be a top priority. It's important to have kids, but if you can't do so for health reasons, your health should come first. If you know you can't or won't have kids, being honest with your future spouse is crucial before getting married. And if you were born from a one-night stand, being upfront with your future spouse about your past is essential. An Ammonite or Moabite should never marry someone from Israel. We can't exclude a descendant of Esau or an Egyptian from Israel for more than 3 generations. A Christian can't be a male or female prostitute. Cohabitations are not allowed. If you are married, you must have 1 year free from military service and other public work to enjoy life. We should not withhold sex, food, or clothing from our spouses. If we suspect our spouse has been unfaithful, and we were in Israel in biblical times, we could take them to the Sanhedrin. If you falsely defame your spouse before marrying them, you are stuck with them forever. Divorce is only allowed during the engagement process and only if it is done correctly. You can't remarry someone you divorced if they are already divorced from someone else. If a man dies childless, his brother must marry his widow to ensure children. It's also okay if they refuse, but only if it is done correctly. Incest is a grave sin, as is flirting with relatives. You cannot have sex with someone who is already married or even plan to do so. Do not engage in sexual activity with someone of the same sex as you would with the opposite sex, nor with animals. We should never castrate a male of any species, nor a man. These were Commandments 40, 106. Except for the commandment concerning Moabites, Egyptians, descendants of Esau, and the unfaithful spouse, all the Christians I have ever met would agree to these. Every unsaved person I have ever met, including people of other religions, would agree to these commandments. With the exceptions mentioned above, these are non-gender specifics, and we can live by them outside Israel without access to a temple. Here is food for thought. When a Christian would say we can't live by the law, it is impossible. Many unsaved people would know that the law forbids incest, mistreatment of the poor and the orphans, and so on. So be careful how you say things, because else you would indirectly say that we Christians believe we can't avoid the things mentioned above, and that you would have to be a Christian to avoid them, something we all know is not valid. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to keep up with all the content. Do you have any thoughts on Christianity, the Bible, Jesus, abusive parents, or toxic relationships? Send me a message on Facebook or email. God bless.